Thank you so much, Deepa, for being here with us today. I know you've just landed from Paris and it's probably been a long time for you, but yes, all your energy is always very, very appreciated. And we know the inspiring story of your life, but would love for you to share in a short summary of how you came about with this story.
Today, the energy that you see is out of the celebration of the medals.
Yeah.
Last time when India had gone, we had won 19 medals
At the Paralympics?
At the Paralympics in Tokyo.
Yeah, right. And you're wearing that jacket today.
Yes, because
symbolic.
I was in the leadership role even till June.
Right.
So Paris team also is very closely connected to my heart, as being a ex-president of the Paralympic Committee. We have crossed the 19 mark.
Oh, lovely.
As on now, when we sit, we have already got 21 medals.
We've done much better in this one than the other.
What excites me, which is very deeply connected to your question, is 11 medals out of 21 are from women para-athletes.
Oh my God,
and
wonderful.
Being the first ever woman in 2016, you can imagine how lonely that medal winning podium was for me from India, because so that has been the journey, that has been my life story, from repeatedly getting tumors, undergoing surgeries, getting paralyzed, and then understanding one day walking and the other day sitting on a wheelchair with no bladder bowel control, understanding how society perceives a person with disability, how we need to work towards awareness, how we need to work towards social integration. So what, I'm a person with disability, I still love to drive, have adventure, travel, picnic. I want to play, I want to be a part of nation building. And all I need is opportunities.
Absolutely.
And not just opportunities, opportunities with equity. So that became my purpose, that became my journey. And I call it a journey of abilities beyond disabilities. And being a mother of a daughter with disability, fortunately for me or unfortunately for others, even my daughter had an accident. So, as a mother daughter duo, we realized what are the shortcomings, what is there, what are the gaps that need to be filled. And that is where we started working, whether it was through the medium of sports, through awareness, through my NGO work, which works in disability sector called Wheeling Happiness, by undertaking leadership roles. And whenever you are demanding a policy, then you have to lead with an example.
Absolutely.
So just worked hard my way, and I'm happy to see that the change is happening and these stories are carrying value. And now there are many Deepa Maliks out there.
Oh, that is so wonderful. Tell me more about the girls that you're working with, for them to be able to realize their dreams and passions, especially with different abilities, and how are you helping them?
80% of India is still in rural India.
Yeah.
And when we talk about women empowerment, you can already know that how much it could affect a woman in disability. You know, the taboos, the stereotypes, the limitations, the lack of self-confidence, self-belief, and lack of opportunities. We are fortunate to now have a government where the Prime Minister speaks of Viksit Bharat. 2047, we want to be a developed country, and everybody realizes that health of a nation's progress is marked when the senior citizens, the women and persons with disability, and when you say senior citizens, of course they also, due to age, end up with some limitations and body functions. So they also fall in that special need category. So imagine if you are not taking care of women in disability and persons with disability, that means we cannot be called Viksit Bharat. And no better medium than sports. Because I myself, you said, how are we working with girls? We are ensuring that they get, of course, mine is like a little drop in the ocean. but at least I can proudly say that I'm contributing. I'm putting a brick in the wall
Yes.
and building that wall towards 2047. So the girls are helped. We are calling it wheeling happiness because whatever they want to develop as their source of happiness, whether they want to be in a beauty contest, whether they want to play sports, they want to do education, they want to do adventure driving, learn driving. So whatever they want to do, we are taking case to case basis and
Nice.
ensuring that they get those opportunities, those funding, those prosthetics, assistive aids, guidance, counseling, and also caregiver counseling. Because when a
Yeah.
person suffers from a permanent disability, it is not just the person, the member who suffers,
But the whole
but the
family
whole
and the
ecosystem
community
has to
around
then
them.
get empowered
Right.
to accept and to find solutions around it and take it in their stride. So that also needs a lot of counseling.
My God,
So,
it's
so
just
this is the kind of work
fascinating.
and
So
policy.
if there was one thing
Mhm.
that you would want to change in this journey towards India at 100, one big ask of yours.
I think accessibility, end-to-end accessibility, because if we have that,
Then,
so that is going to create many opportunities.
So create
I'm
many
grateful,
more
yes,
accessible
yes,
places.
because then
and-
education will become inclusive.
Yeah.
The travel will become easy, so there'll be a lot of social integrations. If all the sporting arenas and public transport,
accessible.
everything is accessible to be able to have everybody come together, it will not only create inclusion, but it will also tap on the potential of the 15% of the population of the country, who
Which is
then in
separate.
turn can contribute to nation building. Because if we are wanting development to a to a standard and a marker of developed country,
Yeah.
then we need every citizen of the
To
country
contribute and
to
be able
contribute
to-
and be empowered.
Yes.
So that is what that, and I'm grateful to Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, because he's the first Prime Minister who spoke about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Beti Khilao.
Yeah.
He's the first one who came out with toilets for the female, because that is
Correct.
equally important.
Yeah.
When you're making toilets, it's important for women. It has changed the whole scenario. The way women were living in village areas, now they all have
Absolutely.
access to sanitation, and
Yes.
the
Sanitation,
respect,
water,
security.
security,
It is
yeah.
not just about sanitation; it's also about their sense of security. Going in open areas, feeling insecure, and then persons with disability also get those accessibility.
Abilities.
There is a campaign called Accessible India Campaign,
Nice.
Sugamya Bharat, which
Lovely.
is working towards accessibility. So I think these
There's
are
a lot
important
happening
aspects.
and-
Yes.
So wonderful. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing, and looking forward to your session and hearing
Thank you.
more
Thank you
of
so
your
much.
stories.
Thanks.
Thank you.